had a truck belt rip, and we're trying to get it unloaded. You can see that whole middle section of the belt is gone. Alright guys, what is up? What's going on? It is the final day of me in the tractor in the Dammer Diker. So they have been done planting potatoes for about a week, not quite a week. And I would have finished yesterday, but I ran out of time. I only have a little 20-acre piece to do, so not too much. I should be able to finish it in about an hour or so. So let's get out to the field and let's get going. All right, we're out here, we're going. We're gonna get this piece done. It should probably only take me a little over an hour, but we'll get it there. It's just this little field, this little square field. It just has one little wheel line that waters it is all. All right guys, well, so this video is gonna be a little bit different. Because I'm a silly goose and I forget to check the Google Drive that I share with everybody on the farm. Sometimes I make videos and completely forget to check to see if they have uploaded videos. So I'm going to show you some footage that Christopher and Trevor and Josh have all filmed over the past little bit. So starting with Christopher, so he filmed some of when he was planting wheat and showing how the camera inside the bin works and what he has to do to plant hay. So here's the footage that he filmed for that. All right guys, what is up? So I did finally get finished with wheat. I'll have to look at the total acres. We planted 1,601 acres of wheat, but with doing the ends and everything, I bet you it's closer to 1,700, 1,800 acres of wheat. So now we are gonna do some hay. So this is the first little pallet. I have 3,000 pounds of hay. There's no easy way that I have found to load hay other than just stick the pallet up here next to the bin with the loader and unload it. Now let me show you. I am standing currently in the bin, in the grain tank, and I wanted to show you, have to clean out the wheat. So let me just show you what I did with the cameras. I know I've had a few people ask about cameras. It's been really easy. There's no drilling, no holes, no new bolts, nothing. So let me show you what we got here. All right, so I switched the camera around and here I am standing in the grain tank. I had to get all the wheat seed that was out, you know, so it wouldn't get stuck. I had to change the seed wheels. You can kind of see right here. There's 4 of them. I just wanted to show you. So here's my camera. See if I can get a backup view. There's a light. Here's the camera. This cord is the cord for the camera that goes outside. And it came and plugged in here to this wire. Let's see. So this is the wire that came from the tractor. It plugged into the one camera. Well, it comes with this splitter. All you have to do, plug the splitter into the wire here that comes with it. And then that bolt hole right there is the same bolt that holds the camera on the outside. So bolt the camera in there, run up here. Here's your splitter. So there's no drilling. You just wire your splitter in there and plug both cameras into it. And it works pretty slick. Anyway, now I can get up out of the bin and start loading some of this hayseed. Trevor came out to the field. He's right here on the 4-wheeler. I had to have him come out and move this wheel line because I didn't have the right tools to get that thing running out here in the tractor. So good thing he came out and got it moving for me. So now I have some footage of when we were transloading. So this was before we were planting potatoes, and we had a truck that a crowbar got caught and ripped the belt, and it ripped a big hole in it and it dumped all the potatoes down onto the ground, and we had to pull it out and replace it and everything. So here's all the footage of that. Well, we had a truck belt rip and we're trying to get it unloaded. You can see that whole middle section of the belt is gone, and it's just dumping all the potatoes right onto the ground out of the bottom. It's not really turning the belt anymore. I think we've got it all tied up underneath now, but we're pretty much just dumping them all on the ground now. Not much else we can do. We tried unloading it, but it wouldn't work. belt out. I have a feeling this is not gonna work. There's still about 200-300 pounds of potatoes sitting on it. Woo! For a second I thought that chain was just gonna fly off. Got it. Okay, we are in the middle of repairing this truck. This is the one that had the belt rip out. We got a new belt. We fixed, how many was there? Like 7 rollers? About 7 or 8 rollers that we had to take out and fix and redo. We put 2 brand new rollers in. So Josh is up there, he's got a rope. This has a drive motor on front and back. This is the easiest way to put these on. Put the rod in, you loop either a chain or some wire. We got some wire today we're gonna try. And then you just turn the motors on and you just pull, and the motors will pull this all the way through and back around, and then you put the pin in right here. So we've done this a whole bunch of times. We didn't have the right wire, so hopefully this wire doesn't break. If it does, we'll have to find a chain to put through here. But we are going to get this put back on. What's going on? Just have to put some pressure on it is all. Pulls itself on nice and easy. Just wrap it around, pulls it through. Just like that, it's on. Now we just have to loosen the front so we have enough room to do it up. So now we have some problems. So yesterday, when I was out here, Christopher and Josh, they were trying to get the water going on a bunch of different things, different fields and stuff, and the main line broke in 2 places. I actually think it may have broken 3 places, but they said that they did not record the 3rd one. So here's a bunch of footage that Christopher took when they were trying to fix the main line. There's 2 different ways they had to do it, but he kind of shows you how they did it, how they fixed it, what they had to do. Fixing a main line is definitely a big job because you have to get the backhoe out in the field that you've already planted, and you have to dig up a whole section of the main line. Fingers crossed you don't hit the main line. If you don't hit the main line, that's good. You don't have to fix as much, but then you have to dig it all up. You have to find the brake, cut the brake out, put in new pipe, new couplers, all that stuff. So here's some footage of Christopher and Josh fixing the main line. All right, so today, Josh and I are fixing a broken main line. So we cut this piece out. It got ran over by something and broke. Cut this piece out. It is a 6-inch pip main line. We got the parts here to fix it. We'll try and show you how we're fixing it. So what I just barely did was I beveled this edge right there so we can hammer on a bell portion of the pipe, and we'll put a repair coupler, a bolt-on repair coupler with a new riser top. So here's the bell. This is the new riser. It will go right there. This is the repair coupler. We got, these are pip gaskets. Each coupler comes with these bolt-on flanges for the pip gaskets. So we will go ahead and start putting it back together. All right, so we just barely hammered this piece here, this bell on. We put this repair coupler on that end of the pipe. Now what we'll do is put the ring there. There's a gasket, it fits kind of tight. That gasket is what's going to seal it all up. And then we'll bring this back till, just so that hole is kind of in the middle for the riser. And then we'll put the gaskets in and tighten it up. All right, so we just about got this repair done. Josh is finishing tightening up the top. But there is the bolt-on coupler we put in,
and this is a 3-inch riser pipe. It was the easiest way to fix this break in this main line. So there you have it. That's our mainline fix. Hey, mainline number 2 for today. So right here we've got the this one is not going to have a riser. It's just going to have a repair coupler. And so it's like some Schedule 80 pipe, but we'll just do the same thing we did before. We got a little short piece right there, and we will hammer that on and put this bolt-on piece over it, tighten it up, and then cover it back up.
All right, guys, I'm done. Officially done dammer diking. Oh, that is a great feeling to be done with a huge job. All the prep work of getting ready to plant potatoes. We have all the tractors are here. They're all unhooked from the potato planters. That was such a big job, and it is so nice to finally be done with that job. Like, we've been prepping to plant potatoes for so long, and now for it to finally be done, and all we have to do is water everything, fertilize everything. Yeah, it's not, now we can take a breather. We can take a breath. We've got everything planted. It's been a big job, long time coming. Seems like every year it's just like rush, trying to get everything done. And then once we're done, now we've got about 3 or 4 months. We've got about 3 months till we start having to harvest wheat. And then another month till we start having to harvest potatoes. And then we have some hay crops mixed in there. So we'll be busy, but it is so nice to have the planting done. That is a huge accomplishment in my book. All right, guys, now, so me and Trevor are on our way out to one of the potato fields. So we're starting to get the potato fields pivots flushed, because next week we got to get the water on. So we got to go flush them all, make sure that they're all flushed out, because they get dirt crap in them. So we're going out to flush a few pivots, and hopefully we can get it done by the end of the day. We're here. So we've got these three pumps, or I guess there's only one pump, these 3 panels. There's 3 pivots out in this field. Trevor's way over there, and he's opened up all the ends, and we're gonna flush them. So I just have to wait for Christopher to send me the instructions on how to flush these. This is the first year we've run this system, and we want to make sure we do it right so we don't blow up a main line like we've done in the past. So we don't want to do that again. So I'm going to wait until we get the right way to turn this on, because we don't want to mess it up. I pushed to start this one, and then this one actually kicked on, so it's building pressure. The pump hasn't turned on yet, so I don't know. Hopefully it turns on in a minute. We just need to flush them. I'm not even turning them on, I'm just flushing them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get these things running. Man, it's kind of windy out here all of a sudden. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just realized something. I gotta open this here little head gate, or else we won't have any water in where the water gets sucked in. Gotta do that first. Don't want to run it dry. Just gonna open this up so we get enough water. We just need enough water to flush it. We haven't actually called for water yet because we're not starting them, we're just flushing them. Luckily there is water in this ditch so that we can do this. So I figured out that one of the little pivots, which this one and that one over there are the little pivots, has to run with this big pivot. So there's some safety in here that I can't just hit pump on this one. Actually, you have to hit pump on this one, and then this one, and then it turns on. Look at that. Okay, so we're getting there. I'm actually gonna turn this one on too. Might as well flush all three of them at the same time. I had to open this up more. It was still wanting to suck dry, so you can really see it running in right there. Churning up. Should be pumping water to all three of these pivots. I can't see the end of that one. It's around those houses, but I can see Trevor way down there, and I can see this one. So I don't know, we'll just let them. Once I see water coming out of these two, once I see water coming out of that big one, that's the big pivot, that should be coming out of all these other ones once it's coming out of those. So I might be able to see that one if I come over here, but I don't know, we'll see. It's a shot in the dark. It's a new system. We aren't really sure 100% how to run it. Looks like our pressure is right about 23 pounds. Which isn't bad. It says in the instructions, it says that with all three pivots running, it should have 55 pounds. So that's a lot of pressure. You definitely can't run one pivot at a time. You have to run all of them together. At least two of them together. Okay, you guys probably cannot see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. You can see the water running out of this pivot right there. It's just a little bit of water just coming down. Sorry for the wind. I don't have my mic out here today. So Trevor's gonna go plug that one. The other two pivots are still running. I know that pivot over there, the water is coming out of it, but we can't shut it off until the water comes out of this big one. Well, Trevor's shutting that one off, but we both noticed that when it was running way over there at the pivot center, there was water spraying out. So hopefully there's just a valve open, a flush valve or something that's open over there that we just need to go close, and then we'll have to turn it back on and flush that again. It's always something out here. Okay, they're on, they're running. There was just a valve opener for some pipe or something that was just open a little bit, so he's closed that up, turned it back on, and now, well, we're waiting for it to get done flushing. What's weird is this pivot is not on, and I turned the other ones on, but this one's on, which makes me think we have a plugged valve over there at the pivot center somewhere. I don't know. And just like that, we're done. Got them all flushed. Trevor's shutting off the one that's over there, and I'm gonna go shut off the one that's over that way. So we'll shut that off and we'll be done for the day, because we don't have water to turn anything on aside from just flushing. So can't do much else today. We gotta wait for the water. Okay, we are almost to the end of this pivot. See the water draining out. You just have to shut this little valve right there. Let's go do it. I'll just bring you guys along. You can enjoy the ride. So we kind of flooded the field just a little bit with all the water. Let's see, close is this way. Oh, one-handed is a little. I got it. I got it. Okay, well, this will finish draining out through these little nozzles. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video today. That's pretty much it for us. Sorry about the wind, it's a little windy out here. If you guys want to join the RMF club, make sure to go down below, fill out the form. We're gonna be picking at least 3 people every week to send some stickers to. So we're gonna try and reward you guys with some stickers for watching all the videos and being awesome, because you guys are awesome. We're only here because you guys are watching. You guys quit watching, we're done. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Love you. See you in the next one.